This is Dolany TV, ladies and gentlemen. It's been said in the comments a couple of times the past couple of days, and yes sirree, the Edmonton Oilers yet again invent a new way to win. This time, Montreal on a 7-game losing streak. Coming in, well, they're at home against an Oilers team that's been on the road since New Year's Day, right? We've been sitting on the road since New Year's Day. That's 9 days now. We've lost against Buffalo, won against Boston, won against Toronto, now won against Montreal. That's 3 of the original 6 teams, might I add. And, well, all of a sudden Montreal's primed to do that thing that so many teams do against the Oilers. Get off the schneid, right? Break the losing streak because we took them too lightly. Now, you see here it's a 4-2 final between the Oilers and Montreal Canadiens. Let me tell you, the Oilers absolutely, as some people pointed out in that first period, sleptwalk, had a brutal period, terrible, game over. Why did we bother? Of course, it was going to be a letdown. And I said in the game preview, we were due to lose this one. We were going to lose this one. And that's me. And you know me. If you've tuned in for the past 46 games this year, I'm the eternal optimist. I know what's going to happen is going to be positive. That's what I've always been preaching. Well, tonight I was predicting a loss. And, well, down 1-0 after the first period, sleepwalking through the first period. I was nervous for quite a bit of this game. I will not deny that. I was absolutely nervous for a bit of this game because when you know what you're expecting, when you know what you pretty much think is going to happen, and all you're seeing is that's what's happening, that's not comfortable. That's not a comfortable feeling whatsoever. But then all of a sudden, things turn. The Oilers win 4-2, and Tampa Bay beat Arizona, so guaranteed we're behind Arizona by 1 point. So we're staying in third in the Pacific, even if Calgary wins tonight against Minnesota. Vegas, they'll do whatever they do against LA, and it's fine and dandy by me. And all of a sudden, the point separation comes in the 4-point game against Calgary Saturday night at the Saddledome, in which I'm at the Saddledome for. And let me tell you, if that doesn't sound like a good time, I don't know what does. It's a birthday celebration for some of my ball friends, and that's going to be an absolute delight. But you know what? A great game set up by an Oilers win after I predicted a loss, and holy moly, I don't know how to tell you this any other way, but this is getting good all of a sudden. Now, the high is probably not going to last forever, and that's why I thought we were going to lose today. However, again, Oilers win 4-2. Color me shocked, is what it is. Back on the bandwagon. Let's go win against Calgary on Saturday, right? That's how we go. That just is how she be. So let's do it. Let's get to reviewing this game and understanding what went right for the Oilers, what went wrong. Let me tell you, that first goal, a stinker by Phillip Danault. The reason it's a stinker is it was a bad rebound and a bad play by Chris Russell. So bad rebound by Mike Smith, bad rebound. But bad play by Chris Russell and well, also Caleb Jones getting turned around defensively. So Thomas Tatar, Jeff Petrie get the marker or helpers on Danault's marker. Fine and dandy. All right, we're good. Down 1-0. Sleptwalk through the first period. Could be worse. Jesperi Kotkaniemi, however, gets Chris Russell and Caleb Jones burnt again, turns them around, scores a goal, and we're down 2-0. Might as well write this game off. Arturi Lehkonen and Brett Kulak get the assists. But ladies and gentlemen, may I tell you, we won 4-2. And let's get to how that happened when 5 minutes later, Mr. Riley Sheahan, oh yeah, you thought it wasn't going to happen twice. Well, let me tell you, gold struck again by the Oilers and their depth scorers in a game against the Montreal Canadiens. Color me, again, shocked. Because Joakim Nygard, Adam Larsson get the assist. Tell me where in there anybody has 10 of whatever they got on that goal. Sheahan has 5 goals. Joakim Nygard has 6 assists. Adam Larsson 4 assists. Fantastic. Friggin' fantastic. Let's take it. So we're down 2-1 after the first period. Who can really complain? That was good. That's good. We're gold. We're great. All right. We're down 2-1 going into the third period. Oilers got a shot all of a sudden. And like I said, inventing new ways to win. Well, you know what? Maybe we'll go back to the tried and true formula for 5 minutes, shall we? And how about 2 minutes in? Yeah, I said 5 minutes. And the tried and true formula was Draisaitl, Nugent Hopkins, Yamamoto moving their feet and the Oilers getting some power plays. It was obviously drawn by Connor McDavid, I know, but the whole period was sparked by an excellent shift by Draisaitl, Nugent Hopkins, and Mr. Yamamoto. That said, Montreal could have had this game a totally different way if Nate Thompson earlier didn't hit the post on a complete breakaway and empty net. Mike Smith deked out to Sunday, but he hit the post somehow and it stayed where it was. So, alright, that sets up a power play for the Oilers after McDavid hooked through the neutral zone as he flies. And all of a sudden, you get Draisaitl, McDavid, Klefbom, they're moving the puck, they're looking good, and all of a sudden you have a total stretch of the zone side to side, and then a collapse into the middle. And what I mean by that is Draisaitl goes far side for McDavid, who's half point, half top circle, goes into the middle, like, right, goes this way to this way, just like that. Draisaitl, McDavid, Nugent Hopkins, he slams that puck on net. He gets his 10th goal of the year, and ladies and gentlemen, Oilers weren't losing after that. Let me tell you, the chat all of a sudden jumped 180 from losing to winning, and here we are tied 2-2, so we need a hero. Kind of like Canada the other day, we need a hero. And who's that hero going to be? Oh, McDavid? Cliche. Draisaitl? You know what, he's on a different line than McDavid, maybe. Yamamoto? Not tonight. Klefbom? Let's start there. How about let's back up one pass, though, to Chris Russell, who gets it over to Oscar Klefbom, sneaks down the half wall, throws it to this greasy open stick of the Quebec native Mr. Alex Chiasson, who tips it past Carey Price. An absolute ice pass, and absolutely, there we go, bing bang boom, back of the net. Alex Chiasson's 6th goal of the year gets the Oilers the lead, and oh, good night. All right, you feeling that? Yeah, 3-2 becomes 4-2. Because then, that left the Oilers 10 minutes and 20 seconds to not choke this one. And let's go back to yesterday's video for a 10-second stretch here. I said the Oilers have been a different team to start 2020. The reason I was predicting this to be a loss is because I thought 2019 would carry over to 2020. But ladies and gentlemen, 2020 is a different year to start. And what that means is the Oilers do two things. They don't choke the lead late, and they figure out the empty netter. And who else? Oh, like I said, you thought Riley Sheahan scoring against Montreal last time was a fluke. Does it again. How about Josh Archibald on the connection, scoring his 4th goal of the year? An empty netter, if you can believe it, from Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, who picks up 2 points in this game. Now up to 28 points on the year, and Nuge is just going like this, and it could get scary if we have 3-4 lines all going at once. And Draisaitl picks up his 44th point of the year, 44th assist, for his 69th point of the year. Connor McDavid hits 70 points, and the Oilers win 4-2, even though Montreal outshoots them 37-26. The hits are 23-23, so she was pretty physical. Hit of the game went to Larson on Kovalchuk early on. Kovalchuk kind of off balance. Larson buries him into the ice. 32-30 the face-offs for the Oilers over the Canadiens. Penalties, each team got a power play. Canadiens got one late, but the Oilers killed it off. Chris Russell a 2-minute for hooking. So it was holding the stick, holding, hooking. Weird set of penalties, I know. 13 giveaways for the Oilers. That's high. Doesn't cost us, though. 11 giveaways for the Canadiens. I don't know if it costs them either. 5 takeaways each is what it is. The Oilers step in front of the shots, block the shots 15-9, and of course we struck gold on the power play on that Nugent-Hopkins marker. Now what you're waiting on is that Mike Smith save percentage, and buddies, let's go. 10-9-3 on the year is Mike Smith. He's gone from one side to the other in the win column. 7-9-3 before those games against Boston, Toronto, Montreal. How about 10-9-3 after Boston, Toronto, and Montreal? All straight dubs. 946 save percentage. Only 2 goals against. Oh man, yeah, sure, those goals against have been ugly lately. But yes, sirree, we got it done. We're good, we're great, we're gold, we're golden. 4-2 victory for the Edmonton Oilers tonight. Carey Price again has a lackluster performance against the Edmonton Oilers. An 880 save percentage on 25 shots. And, well, who really stood out for Montreal, obviously? We'll talk about it. The ex-Oiler curse in Jeff Petrie scoring that assist for Montreal. And am I ever glad that the Oilers didn't get haunted by Ilya Kovalchuk. My piece is done. Ilya Kovalchuk, go score as many goals as you want the rest of the year, specifically against Calgary. Anybody in the Western Conference in particular, get it done, get it done. Thankfully, not against us. Help us out, don't hurt us. Right on, baby. She's a 4-2 victory. How good does that feel, guys? Down 2-0, come roaring back and getting the job done. And there we go, 53 points on the NHL season. And what does that also bring us to? Let me just go tell you a quick fact about those standings, because with Tampa Bay beating Arizona, like I said, that gets us there. The Oilers now 24, 17, and 5 on the year through 46 games. Woo! Let's go. Game over. 4-2 victory, guys. I'm Tyson, the Stolony TV. Let's get to those comments. Hit me up. I am up on out of here.